You thought you could break me, didn't you? You thought you saw the last of me. Me lying in the dirt, discarded like yesterday's trash. The remnants of a broken soul. But here I am, standing tall, breathing fire into a world that thought I was already gone. Stronger than you ever imagined, more dangerous than you ever feared. I can see it now, the fear in your eyes, the realization that I was never truly defeated. You tried to crush me, to silence me, to bury me beneath your lies and your cruelty. But you were wrong. You didn't kill me. You made me. You made me into something unrecognizable, something unstoppable. Now, it's my turn. You thought you could turn me into a shadow, a whisper in the dark. But here I am, and I'm not just a shadow anymore. I am the storm that will tear everything you've built to the ground. You wanted to destroy me, but all you've done is awaken the monster. Backstory / inciting incident. You think you know pain? You think you understand betrayal? Let me show you what it truly feels like to be discarded. Once I was weak. Once I trusted too much. I let them in, thinking they'd be different. But they weren't. They saw my kindness as a weakness, my loyalty as a tool to exploit. Every time I reached out, they pulled back. Every time I believed, they laughed. They kicked me when I was down, as if I was nothing. Do you know what it's like to give everything? Your time, your soul, your belief, and still be treated like a shadow? To be humiliated, ignored, dismissed as if you're not even worth their time? I remember the looks, the coldness, the whispers. They thought they could break me, but they didn't. With every cut, every insult, I bled. With every rejection, I burned. But I didn't collapse. I grew. In the silence of my suffering, I learned. I adapted. I became stronger. Each time they thought I was down for good, I rose higher. You think it was easy? It wasn't. But every scar, every bruise, every moment of humiliation fed the fire within me. They thought they could break me. They thought they could bury me under the weight of their cruelty. But what they didn't understand was that every strike, every betrayal, wasn't a death blow. It was fuel. Every time they pushed me down, I rose. Not as the person I once was, but as something darker, stronger, unstoppable. There's a moment, a point where you realize you're not just surviving anymore. You stop asking why. You stop hoping for mercy. And in that silence, something changes. I stopped being a victim. I stopped being weak. I stopped caring about their apologies, their empty promises. I embraced the pain, the fury, and I turned it into my power. You see, you didn't destroy me. You built me. Every word, every blow, every moment of doubt, you forged this beast. And I thank you for it. You thought you made me broken, but you made me something else, something you'll regret. I stopped being a person. I became a force, a monster, a warrior driven by vengeance, shaped by the darkness you tried to bury me in. And now, that same darkness is all I need to hunt you down. You'll never see it coming. Now look at me. The same people who tore me apart will be the ones trembling at the sight of me. They never saw it coming. They never knew the monster they were creating. But now I stand, and I'm no longer the victim. Now I'm the one who will make them pay. Rising action. The hunt. You think you can hide from me? You think your walls and lies will keep you safe? You're wrong. Every mistake you made, every time you underestimated me, brought you one step closer to this. Now you're not the hunter, you're the prey. And I've been tracking you. Every move you make, every whisper you think is safe, I know. I'm always one step ahead, always watching. You built your defenses, didn't you? You thought you could run, that you could hide behind your false sense of security. But the monster you created doesn't need to follow your rules. I've seen every crack, every weak point, and they're all mine now. You've done nothing but lead me right to you. How does it feel to know that the very monster you tried to crush is now closing in, step by step, on everything you've built? I can almost taste the fear in the air. It's thick now, isn't it? You know you're out of options. You know there's nowhere left to go. And every plan you think will save you is already crumbling under the weight of my rage. You can't stop me. You can't hide from what you made. It's too late. The hunt has begun. Climax the confrontation. So here we are. The final moment. The moment you thought you'd never have to face. You thought I was weak, didn't you? You thought I would crumble. You thought you could break me and walk away unscathed. Well, look at me now. This is who you made. A monster. A force that will swallow everything you've ever built. You thought you could outsmart me, outlast me. But what you never understood is that you can't escape the storm you invited into your life. You can't run from what's already inside you. I see the fear in your eyes. It's not surprise, it's regret. You wish you never pushed me this far, don't you? You thought you could control me, manipulate me. But I've become the nightmare you didn't know you were creating. And now, it's too late. You beg for mercy. I can hear it in your voice. But mercy is a thing of the past. You had your chance. You thought you could break me? Look at me now. You thought I was nothing, just a forgotten soul lying in the dust. But I am the reckoning. I am the shadow you've been running from. And you'll never outrun me. I'm done with your games. I'm done with your lies. I've come to finish what you started, and when I'm done, you'll wish you'd never crossed paths with me. You'll wish you'd left me in the dirt, where you thought I belonged. But you were wrong. I never belonged there. Now, it's time to pay. Falling action, total destruction. It's over now. The smoke clears, and all that's left is silence. The world you built is nothing but ruins at my feet. Every lie, every scheme, every person you used to hide behind, they're all gone. You thought you could control me, twist me into something small and broken, but you couldn't. Now, as you lie there begging, pleading, do you see it? The cost of your arrogance. You thought I was just a victim, didn't you? That I would fade away, forgotten like all the others. But you didn't break me. You made me a force of destruction. And now, as you sit in the wreckage of your own making, you'll finally understand. The monster you feared is standing in front of you, and there's no escape from what's coming. You can beg for mercy, but it won't save you. The tables have turned. The power you once held is nothing but dust in my hands. The empire you built on deceit, the trust you crushed beneath your heel, it's all shattered. and I'm standing here taking everything you ever took from me. You wanted to destroy me, but all you've done is light the fire that will burn down everything you loved. You thought you were untouchable. Now you know. You were nothing more than a puppet, and I, the one you tried to break, have pulled the strings. This is the end. Your world is mine now, and the last thing you'll remember is the fear in your eyes as you realized there was no way out. Conclusion. Final declaration. You made me a monster. You crafted every scar, every wound, every moment of suffering that turned me into what I am now. And now, as I stand over the ashes of everything you once thought was yours, I can't help but laugh. You did this. Every betrayal, every lie, every time you kicked me to the ground. You made me this unstoppable force. And now I own everything. Your empire, your power, your pride. It's all mine. You never saw it coming, did you? You thought you could control me, break me, turn me into something weak. But I was never yours to control. You pushed me to the edge, and now you'll never forget who I am. Your world is mine now. Every step you took to destroy me only brought me closer to this. You thought I would fade, but instead I grew. I became a storm you can't outrun, a force you can't fight. And now, as you lie broken at my feet, remember this. This is your creation. You built me, and now I will tear everything down. This is the end of your story, the beginning of mine. And you'll never forget who you made. You'll never forget the monster you tried to break, and the one who destroyed you.